That was Billy. Anne's gone into labour. Oh, my God, wow.
Guess who's going to be a grandma again?
Gonna be a granddad.
Oh, God.
Oh, Davo, let me explain. It's kind of funny, actually.
I don't want to hear your sick excuses.
When I said Susan was my sister...
And in front of the children, too, as if they haven't suffered enough.
Your mate, I think you're taking the term sister a little bit too literally. Great. I think we can safely assume that just cost me my job.
Why didn't you tell me about his condition?
Because it doesn't matter to me. I love him regardless.
Can we be totally honest now? Do you want to have children?
Of course I do.
Is that still a possibility?
Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends. Good friends.
Elle not here?
No. She'll be back in a minute, though. You can wait if you like.
Sure.
I know you.
Yeah, I've been helping out Elle while you've been ill.
No. I mean, that's you, isn't it? You're Carmella. You're Elle's friend and Oliver's girlfriend.
That's me.
Yeah, I slipped these out last night. Elle took me home for a visit.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, it was incredible. I got to see my old house, the one I grew up in.
How's Elle?
Yeah, she's good. Mind you, up until now, I don't think I've really been able to find the right words or feelings to be a proper father to her.
Oh?
Yeah. I mean, well, not the sort that she wants, anyway. But I think I'm beginning to provide what she needs.
I'm glad.
Me too.
So then you can start again and put the past behind you. You know, I can't imagine how awful the past year must have been for you. And now having to hear about it all over again, it's like you've had to live through it twice.
Oh, you mean,
It was Cam and Rob.
Oh, sorry. Had I have known you were going to be here, I've got you one too.
what happened with Cam and Rob?
What did she say?
No, just answer the question. You've been keeping things from me, haven't you?
You did this deliberately, didn't you?
I didn't
How dare
realise
you
you
come
had
in
to
here and try and start trouble?
She wasn't.
Don't fall for her lies. If anyone's lying around here, take Oliver. Don't you dare try and take my father from me. Don't come near him. And don't pretend to be my friend anymore. I don't want anything more to do with you.
Oh, I swear, once my folks taste your cooking, all the bad blood will melt away like so much mozzarella cheese.
Look, if this family reunion is doing your head in, I won't insist upon it.
This from the girl who dragged me kicking and screaming to meet her mother.
Yeah, and what good did it do?
Oh, she's a lovely lady, Lucia. Salt of the earth.
Salt in a paper cut, you mean?
Well, she inspired me. Called my parents today.
You spoke to Mum and Dad?
We're all gonna have dinner with them.
Oh, me too?
Definitely you.
Frazer.
Look, it's genius to see with him there, the olds have to play nice.
What if they make me go home?
No, you're staying put. But I don't want you losing touch with them like I did. You've only got one family.
Who are you?
Rosie's opened my eyes to a few things recently.
Yeah, well, I'm not going home with them. Is this spare?
Oh, it is now. Look, we're about to start a new life together. Do you really think it's wise to dig up ancient family history? What?
Last week you were hell-bent on playing Happy Families.
No, I wasn't.
Something's changed. What is it?
Elle, don't lie to me, please.
Okay. The reason that Cam and Rob haven't come to visit you is because the day they left to go overseas, you had a really big fight with them.
What about?
You wanted them to join the family business.
So why didn't you tell me this before?
I was just waiting for the right time.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Elle, what happened to my two sons?
Cam was hit by a car. He was killed. It was an accident. It should have been Rob.
Okay, so Jackson's the first child of Billy, who's the third child of Carl, who's son of Thomas.
Tom isn't Carl's biological father.
Yeah, I know. I've made a note of that. We're trying to work out what relation we are to Jackson.
I already told you we're step-aunt and uncle.
So here's cards that you meet. Ben and Holly. Now, if Susan's a stepmother, does that make Carla a step?
Where are me and Brie on this? And Lolly? We should all be on that.
Well, it's the Kennedy Kinski family tree.
Well, according to Carl, we're all Susan's kids. Oh, hey! Hi! Hello! Oh, he is so gorgeous.
You're looking at two very proud grandparents. Hey, mate.
Oh, and Rachel and Zeke, step auntie, step uncle. Yeah, told you so. You guys are back a day early? Yeah, well, Carl was getting twitchy about his job.
Oh, I've got to keep that sales quota up.
I can't believe you still work there.
Honest employees are hard to find these days.
So they're stuck with him instead.
Oh, Davo was very understanding. More so than you, I must say.
So, what is it exactly about my condition that your mother objects to?
She thinks by marrying you, I'm signing up to be a carer for life.
Here I was thinking I'd won her over with my dashing charm.
Right.
You're my partner. I don't need a carer.
I know that.
Partners look after each other. That's the point.
Look, I'm sure the only thing wrong with you in my mother's eyes is that you're not Johnny.
That's supposed to reassure me.
He's the boy she picked for me. She doesn't like being wrong.
What about you?
Well, neither do I.
I mean, about what your mum said, do you think you're sacrificing your freedom by marrying me?
See, this is why I don't tell you these things, because you worry. Forget about it. Father Capitola's coming over this afternoon.
Can't. Doctor's appointment.
I changed it, so you are free all afternoon.
Foiled.
Don't worry, he's just coming for coffee, so it won't take long.
Exactly. What does a Catholic priest know about marriage? It's like asking a vegetarian about running a butcher shop.
You behave yourself.
Elle, for the last time, are you still deceiving me about my past?
No.
In that case, I thank you for your honesty.
Are you okay?
It's funny, you know, here was you trying to spare my feelings, and it just means nothing to me. I mean, I know they were my sons, but it affects me about as much as if I'd heard it on the news.
But you were so upset about your dad and your gran.
Yeah, I knew them.
Is that how you feel about me?
Look, I feel for you. I know that we had a relationship and that was important to you, but I just don't remember it. I can't manufacture my feelings, Elle. I'm so sorry. Look, it's been really wonderful having you around, and I am grateful.
Thought I told you I never wanted to see you again.
Is it true that you slapped her?
Yes, and I would happily do it again. See? She made me look like a liar in front of my dad.
Well, is that true?
I ask you not to mention anything that would upset him, so what do? You bring up Cam.
How was I to know that you hadn't told him?
Most people would exercise caution on a sensitive subject.
Most people will tell their father that their son had died.
He is fragile. He needs to build up his emotional strength.
Yeah, look, I can understand that.
Now he won't believe anything that I tell him.
That's not my fault. Come on, only a nutter would keep that kind of thing a secret.
I want an apology from your girlfriend now.
It was an innocent mistake. Carmella is a mate. She's here for you.
I am trying to rehabilitate a father that does not recognize or care for me, and you expect me to carry on like we're still old friends?
Elle, we're here to support you.
I am in love with you, Oliver. And every time she comes here, I wish it was you. We all know the only reason that you're here is to make sure that he stays away. And what about you? You are in love with two women. What is that? It is gutless. That's what it is, and I'm sick of it. So I'm just going to make the decision for everyone. I don't want your friendship. I don't want your pity. I don't want anything to do with either of you.
Here we go. The world's first photo of Jackson Kennedy.
What about the ultrasound one?
Oh, he's so adorable.
Yeah.
Wow. Since last night, the blogzine has had 310 hits.
What?
And counting.
There you go. I told you to take off once people knew about it. Yeah, the secret is knowing what the public wants and giving it to them.
And what does the public want, Rachel?
Rate my tragic romantic moment.
Look, I can explain.
Who took this?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Enough to be her father.
We were hiding when you guys came home. I had my new phone. In the spur of the moment, I couldn't resist.
You spied on us.
I'm really sorry.
And then you posted it on the internet.
Yeah, on the internet.
Look, okay, it wasn't Ringo's idea. That was all me. He didn't know it was going to go on the net.
Rachel?
Well, look, something had to keep the blog zine alive, and look how well it rated.
Excuse me while I curl up and die.
Lol.
It's just a blog zine. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah, how about I post some footage of you and Ringo? Rate my stupid sister's patheticness.
Rachel, I'm appalled. How could you be so insensitive?
This is so unfair. I'm the one who wanted a serious journal in the first place. I only posted it because you also had to entertain.
Probably a lot.
Right, the first thing you have to do is get it off the net, and then you can apologise to everyone concerned, starting with Zeke.
Okay.
Susan's making her delete the file now.
Oh, it's not going to do any good now. I mean, half the school's probably already seen it. Sometimes I wonder why I bother.
What?
Staying here. I miss my home, my little brother, my sister.
Hey, I like having you around. You'll get used to Rachel. She always has thought that she's better than everyone else.
Well, it's wrong. I mean, I would never do anything like that to someone on their first date with someone they really like.
What? You'd put me in that category?
Well, I was going to let you kiss me, remember? Before Dad came in and ruined it. You don't think he saw it, do you?
Does he even know how to use the internet?
Hello, that's how we met Mishka. He was alive when it was invented.
Forget about it. We've got something a lot more important to think about.
What?
Revenge.
To be honest, mate, I'm not really into the whole church thing.
Well, that's all right. It's not for everyone. I'm not into the gambling thing either.
Really? I can show you the finer
Father,
points.
would you like some more biscuits?
Do you have any chocolate ones? I've seen a lot of young people swept along by feelings they're certain will last forever. Sometimes they don't.
Rosie and I are mature enough to be pretty realistic about that.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Well, marriage is a big undertaking.
Gee, really?
I agree. I think you're right, Father. Frazer and I are very committed to one another.
Oh, I'm glad. Have you discussed your responsibilities?
Yeah, I'll spend most of my time at the track or the pub with the lads, while the missus here does the cooking, cleaning and the baking.
Isn't he funny?
Believe it or not, we actually talk to each other, so there's nothing you can say that's going to throw us off.
Oh, it shouldn't take long then.
There, all gone. You happy?
Okay, now for the apologies. Zeke, Lolly, Ringo and Lou.
Lou? So what, now I have to humiliate myself in front of everybody that I know?
Tough, isn't it?
Tell you what, I'm glad there were no phone cameras around to capture my first date humiliations. I tried to impress Julie Cadnan by ordering an extra hot vindaloo.
It's a serious Carl.
Problem is I spent the whole night on the loo. Nearly passed out from fluid loss.
Disgusting.
Where are you going with that?
Say it.
What?
You were right, I was wrong. You edit the next edition of the blog, so no one likes my ideas anyway.
I do.
Sure.
Well, I was happy to hear you out about uni, wasn't I?
Yeah, so you still don't want to go?
Well, maybe you're not the only one with valid opinions. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to listen to others once in a while.
Didn't I try implementing new ideas in the blog scene?
Yeah, that was out of desperation. Not because you actually thought my ideas were worthwhile.
I do.
Then why won't you accept the fact that I might not want to go to uni?
Because it's stupid. Ringo, that's why, and you'll regret it.
Right. Thanks for clearing that up.
TV in the bedroom?
What?
You'd be surprised how divisive that can be.
Olympics and World Cups only.
No way.
Sorry, Floss, that's a deal breaker.
And where are you planning to live?
That depends on the upshot of my lawsuit with the racecourse.
I have always wanted to live in Italy.
Oh, magnificent. Rome?
Maybe somewhere in the south, like Naples. I've got relatives everywhere.
Hello. Hi. Have I missed something?
I've always wanted to work in Italy. You knew that.
Did I?
How could you not know that?
Maybe because you never mentioned it.
Well, now's your chance to share these things. What are the big milestones you want to achieve? Children?
To me, not important.
How can you say that? You should see her drool around babies.
All I'm saying is that I'm not a tragic maternal type.
You already own booties!
Yeah,
don't deny it. I've seen them. They're yellow, neutral. We haven't discussed children, obviously.
What are some of the other big issues, Father?
Hang on a second, we're still talking about kids.
We can talk about them when the time comes.
Why don't we talk about them now? Father Capitola can guide the discussion.
Why don't you just drop it? You're starting to sound like my mother.
Hang on a second, have you discussed this with your mother?
What does it matter?
It matters plenty. What does she say?
Rosetta Frazer, I'm sorry, but I really do have to get back to the church.
Yes.
Of course, I'm sorry, Father.
It's obvious to me that you're both very much in love. But perhaps there's a few things you need to sort out before you take any more steps towards marriage. Bye.
No, really, why do I have to come?
Because Stanford invited you as well.
Yeah, to have coffee at the hospital canteen. Honestly, he's such a prat.
Sorry, a prat?
Yeah, prat.
Goodness me, 2 weeks in London, your whole vocabulary
Well, it's a
changes.
good word, prat.
Look, we've got 15 spare minutes. How about we test Paul's amnesia?
You don't really think he's faking, do you?
Come on, it's Paul Robinson
No,
talking
you
about.
can't.
Susan, I think I can trip him up. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, you remember me?
No, sorry.
Okay, I'm Carl Kennedy. This is my wife, Susan.
We've been your neighbours since you moved back to Ramsay Street.
Number 28.
You remember that?
Well, Elle took me back to the street yesterday, got me up to speed. It's really good to meet you. Elle said that we were good friends.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, you'd know Elle fairly well.
Yes.
She seems very devoted.
I'm sure she's a real comfort to you.
Is she honest?
Charles. I ran into a Dr. Munford in the cafeteria. Apparently he's waiting for you.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Oh, I thought it was Wednesday.
Oh, gosh, we are late. Well, we'll see you later.
Yeah, see you again.
Thank you for being so honest with me earlier. I guess I've been pretty demanding, just expecting you to pick up from where you've left off.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Well, from now on, there's no pressure. You can deal with this however you like. It's fine by me.
Good. In that case, perhaps you wouldn't mind calling me Paul instead of Dad.
Sure.
It's just Dad. It's so loaded.
Of course.
Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry, Elle.
I love you, Dad. Paul?
Oh, of course you do. Come here, come here.
Oh, you're right. What a pre-smell about marriage.
I reckon it's great value.
What, in showing how incompatible we are?
We're not incompatible, but like he said, it's naive to just sit back and hope that the big issues can look after themselves.
Whatever happened to going with the flow?
The question of kids is a little big for the flow.
Frazer, I want to marry you because I can't imagine my life without you. It's not about selecting a mate with the perfect gene pool.
But you want to have kids.
Being with you comes first.
What if I can't?
We'll sort it out.
Rosie, if you want kids, tell me. Because that's what I want.
As in a passing thought, or...?
As in, to forgo the chance would leave a massive hole in my life.
So you're saying...
I'm saying I want to have babies with you. So I'll ask Dr. Dwyer about it later on.
I love you. I don't care what Dr. Dwyer says.
Did I ever wear anything apart from suits?
You didn't really have many interests outside of business and... sleeping?
In that case, it's time for a change. Where are the nearest shops?
You just said the magic word. Menswear, here we come.
Do I know who?
I'll fill you in outside.
Let's go.
You've only been in there 2 minutes.
Said let's go.
Frazer, what happened?
Rosie.
Frazer.
Thank you. What's this?
I had a chat to the manager.
They're switching to us?
If we don't screw up this week, yeah.
I've been trying to get these guys for ages. How did you do it?
Charm.
That's what Frazer says. You realise you guys don't actually have any.
Well, that order form says we do.
Ringo, you're really good at this.
I never realised what I could actually do until you gave me this job.
Oh, smartest move I ever made.
It's a shame Rachel doesn't see it that way.
Why not?
The only thing she thinks is important is a uni degree.
Yeah, I know that syndrome. Nothing I've ever done has been up there with Rosie's law degree.
But look at the experience you've gained instead.
Yeah, I hear you.
See, maybe Indy's not for me. Maybe there are things that I want to do first. She doesn't seem to consider that.
Well, it seems to me that you're way ahead of Rachel in the maturity stakes.
The way I see it, people are always going to need food.
You can always get a degree after.
Exactly what I think.
That girl doesn't know how lucky she is.
You'll take care of this?
It was purely a one-off. The stuff with Oliver was really getting to me.
And why are they still in your bag?
You're the one who told me to find some way to unwind.
By starting back on these.
The prescription.
By a fraud doctor who wound up in jail for murder. You know they just make you moody and confused, and before you know it, you're making up lies to hide them from everyone. You're a smart, beautiful woman. You don't need these.
I just want things to be like the way they were when Ollie and I first met. I want that feeling back.
Carmella, you can't use these to fix your relationship or your life.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the